Well, good evening to everyone and welcome. It's Hump Day Wednesday. You know how they call it Hump Day. Well, good evening. This is CK and I am back this Wednesday for another victory moment. I am here real quickly this evening and let me introduce myself for those of you that don't know me that have not joined me before. I am CK. I am Carmen King. I am a travel specialist, CEO and owner of KM Travels. I help you to see new adventures and more, but most importantly, I'm an author. I'm also an author, speaker, and I just love connecting to you. Yes, I love connecting to you. And I thank you for joining me this evening as we, you know, talk about this and to some it's not a hard subject, but for others it's a very difficult subject because moving forward or keep going is always easy to say, but it's not always easy to do. So this evening, I want to talk about how do we move forward? How do you keep going in the midst of everything that's happening, everything that's been going on personally, um, in just generally in our cities, our country, different things, and it's like every day you got to get up and you try to you're trying to keep moving, you're trying to keep going, but how do you do that? What is one of some of the ways, and I'm going to share with you some of the things that really came into my heart, and I really believe and trust that this is going to be I would say in my reverend king in my reverend perspective, a blessing to you. And it will keep you going. It will keep you motivated. It will keep you giving you tools, as my co-host would say, giving you tools that will assist you along the journey. So this evening, I want to talk about again, how do I keep going? How do I keep moving forward in the midst of these uncertain times, in the midst of the things that have been happening? you know, um, it's been really sad, a lot of things that have been happening, and I want to say this before I begin, and then give you the quick tools or the quick information that's just is coming from my heart, and not just from my heart. I'm literally living, and those around me that has experienced things and just experiencing in my years of living, and also being um just doing things and seeing the results. So one of the things I want to say is as I talk about this, it's been a lot happening, and it's not been easy. And oh, exactly, tools for success. Welcome, PT. Thank you so much for joining me. Tools for success. And one of the things I want to talk about, like I said, let me say this first, that it's been a lot of emotional things going on, a lot of stressful things going on, a lot of things that, the, we're just asking why. We're asking why. We're asking why at this point, why? There's a lot of emotions that are very high right now, a lot of negativity, a lot of people are angry. And my thing is, and I want to say this and make this disclosure from my heart, being angry and acting out on the anger never resolves anything. One of the things you have to do is know how to healthy, and I know everybody is not gonna be, how they say, into it and all of that stuff, but we got to find a healthy way of expressing how you feel. We feel. It's okay to feel hurt. It's okay to be angry. But there's a healthy way of expressing it, and killing people and destroying people is not the answer. So I just wanted to make that disclosure real quickly because it was really in my heart. So I want to talk about number one. How do we move forward as we talk as PT said, the tools for success, because that's what it's all about. Victory, success. And it comes through using different tools. It comes through being strategic. It comes through preparing. So I want to talk about number one, seeing the reality of the circumstance. And that doesn't mean accepting defeat and not going forward, but seeing the reality of where we are. And a lot of times, the reason why we don't know how to move forward or move forward is because we don't accept the reality and see the reality of the circumstance. Understand that this is what it is. Like accepting the whole thing with COVID was not easy because basically we're used to living our lives, going on our cruises, going on going to dinner, doing what we do, going traveling, and all of that. But then we had to accept the reality that we can't do it that way because it's not going to help. It's going to make things more difficult. So accepting the reality, that doesn't mean defeat. That means just accepting what it is. And once you accept what it is, I'm seeing you coming in. Thank you for joining me. And accepting for what it is, the reality. And once you start to do that, it's very difficult to not understand moving forward. And that doesn't mean that you are willy-nilly just again accepting a defeat. What it is that you're accepting reality for that now. And what you're doing is you're planning, you're trusting, you're believing God. And I have to put that in there. And you're accepting the things that you have no control over. And again, I'm using COVID because right now this is a major thing from since last year. And it wasn't easy accepting a reality. And some people still have not accepted the reality because they're still trying to do life the way they normally would do it. They're still trying to do life the way they normally would do it. And you cannot, you got, if you do that, you're making things more difficult for yourself. And that's number one. So listen, number two is focus, staying focused, not having your mind and your thoughts all over the place, but staying focused in what you need to do for your life. Staying focused in what you need to do for the day. Staying focused in what you need to get done. You still have things to accomplish. And if you let everything that happens detour you, you will never get it accomplished because you keep thinking of what coulda, woulda, shoulda been. And I'm always talking about that because we get stuck in that, staying focused. What is your focus today? Are you focusing on the negative? Are you focusing on, oh my God, this happened, that happened? Guess what? It happened. And I'm not trying to be, how would they say, cold, because I'm trying to be very careful of how I say this. But the thing is, moving forward takes staying focused. Moving forward takes accepting the reality. And if that means that, listen, if this is the reality right now, how do I change that reality? That's what you got to do. How do I change that reality? How do I make a difference or make it different? How do I make what's been happening? How can I make it better? How can I change what's going on? Instead of looking at somebody else and saying, well, they this and they that. Well, what about you? How about you? And that's the issue. We have to make it a better day. We have to make it a brighter day. We have to make it better by our actions, by how we handle each other, by the love that we show. This is getting serious, guys. The hate and the negativity is becoming so strong, and it's hurting more than helping. It's not helping. Every time you turn around, there's a how would say there's a battle over something that you really have no control over. You don't have control over people. People are going to still do what they want to do. People are going to still be who they want to be until they face their own reality. And I hope I'm saying this correctly, because one of the things I realize is we don't like to see ourselves. And I love that record and that song that my his music is still making history. Michael Jackson, when he said, "I am looking at the man in the mirror." Are you looking and asking him, her, to change his ways? And that message can be no clearer. If anybody remembers the song, and I know most of us remember the song. So I thank you. Let me say this real quickly. Thank you for those that are catching it on the replay. I see those that are coming in on the other platform. Welcome and thank you. Yeah, we're looking. Let's look at the man in the mirror. How can we change and make things better? And that's so important. How can we change and make things better as we look at the man in the mirror? That's what we need right now. We need a change of mind, a change of how we're doing things. Hi, Janelle. Welcome, my sis. You got to ask that man, ask that woman to change his ways. And you have to ask that man and that woman what are your thoughts? What are your mindset? How is that making things better? Being angry and being bitter and fighting everybody and cussing out everybody and challenging everything somebody says or does. That's not making things better. That's just hindering, you know. But I love I did, God made sure in the armor that he tells us to put on, and I'm gonna go there, to put on and shod your feet with the preparation of the gospel of peace. You should be bringing peace. When you walk into a room, it should be a calmness to help calm the situation. One of the things I learned when I was in the School Safety Division Academy, because I'm gonna say it like that, because I wasn't in the regular cops academy, but we had an academy, and one of the things they learned and they taught us was how to de-escalate a situation. How do you de-escalate that situation? That is one of the things that's so important. How do you de-escalate that situation? And the last thing I want to talk about, the last two things I want to talk about as I'm about to close out, is smile. You're like, what? What are you talking about, CK? Smile. Smile. A smile brings such a difference to a circumstance, to a situation. So as you're move forward, just keep smiling when certain things start to rise up. Because then because then it understands that it can't affect you because you're going to stay focused. It can't affect you because you're going to face the reality. It can't affect you because the joy of the Lord is your strength, and your love that you show and the things that you do is all about love. So listen, smile, smile, keep smiling. And don't let anyone steal your joy. Don't let anyone take away your joy. No person, no thing, no situation, no circumstance. It is called a victory moment with CK. walk in victory, talk victory, and stand in victory. And the last thing I want to share as I close out is just understand that sometimes it's just beginning again, understanding where you are and then beginning again, starting, starting, just starting, starting and not allowing the circumstance to hold you captive or hold you bondage, but just see how you can start it, how you can refresh it, how you can change it so you can move forward. So I thank you everyone for joining me today. I wanted to be a brief moment to encourage you. And smile. Come on, somebody. Just smile. I noticed that when I do that and I start laughing, it just it just moves off of me because I know where it's coming from. And as my coach always says, and we have to understand, and it's in the word of God, the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. And when you realize that that's what it's about, you'll understand that it's not easy to just face things and move forward, but it can be done and possible with God. It can be done because you face the reality. It can be done because you are accepting the reality, but you're not just accepting a defeat, but you're seeing how you can change and make a difference. And most importantly, just beginning anew, refreshing. How do I refresh? And that's part of the way of moving forward, refreshing and smiling through it all, smiling through it all, and knowing that this too is going to pass. This too is going to shift. This too is going to build you up and bring something greater. Listen, this is a victory moment with CK. Don't keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. I'm saying this to you. And keep going. Don't let the challenges of last year and the challenges that are coming stop you. But stay focused. Smile. And see and accept the reality so that you can change whatever it is and make it better. I thank everyone for joining me tonight. I thank you for those that are going to catch me on the replay. Have an amazing rest of your Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your week. No, there's no Friday no, there's no Friday. Get ready to say dewdrop because I'm so used to the dewdrop. There's no Friday victory moment. I'm going to be adjusting and I'll let you know what's going to be happening. So this Friday, it is going to be a victory moment with CK and PT, which will be basically a positivity moment. And we're going to bring that positivity. So come join us on Friday. We're excited to bring it to you because we just want you, as PT just shared, tools for success. Tools for success. I'm not an expert, but you live life long enough, you're able to share and encourage and help someone along the journey. And that's so important. And even in the midst of it all, I thank God for what he's given to me to share with you. So again, blessings and love. Have an amazing rest of your Wednesday. As they always say, hump day. And stand up, stand strong, and continue to stand out. Love and hugs, everybody. And thank you so much for joining me. Take care, everyone. And see you on Friday.